Hello, Hornbill. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Sunset Safari. This is the pre-show, though. The pre-show? One of them. And, well, we're hoping to find all sorts of wonderful things, except I've just discovered that my brakes aren't working very well. Perhaps I have sprung a leak. We shall investigate. Well, we'll have a look at that a little bit later. Brakes are not important. Who needs brakes? Hey, Craig? Craig's very excited about this now because it means that I'm probably going to ramp over some of the little bumps in the road. He's going to be looking forward to that, I'm sure. Now, of course, what are we going to find today? Who is walking? I believe that Shadow and Cub was around this morning, so I think Tristan is going to go and try and follow up on them. Oh, hyena. That's what it was. It was a hyena track and an impala track all in one go. It was very confusing. I don't know what we're going to see today. That's very, 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 very windy. As you may have seen if you have been watching the dam cam for most of the day. It's not particularly pleasant, but it's also quite hot. So the breeze is definitely welcomed this afternoon. So perhaps we'll be checking the Mulwati. We're going to be looking for elephants, I think, in the drainage lines. I think if we head towards the various drainage systems and the big dams, we might get lucky. And, oh my goodness. You can use my ponytail today to tell which direction the wind is coming from, and also how windy it is in case you're sick of looking at the trees or the grass blowing about. You can just use that. Or if my hat flies off of the top of my head, that'll probably also give you a good idea. Look at this tree. Look how it's dancing. Maybe that's what we're going to do today. We're going to watch vegetation blow in the wind. It's so windy out here. And we're actually sitting in a semi-sheltered spot too. My goodness, I can't imagine how it would be gusting on quarantine. I'm going to keep away from quarantine. Hopefully it drops a little bit later. It's actually been windy for most of the day, so theoretically, well, I'm hoping the wind should die down. We don't normally have entire windy days. It'll be windy in the morning or the afternoon. Either or, but not both. Unless we're going to have the exception, of course, and it's going to be just windy the whole day. Well, I can imagine a lot of the trees would have lost their leaves today too, and all of last night. They must be feeling quite bare. Ah, perhaps we can check the jackalberry. Maybe there'll be some jackalberry fruits that would have blown off of the tree onto the floor. That could be a good idea, because we've been wanting to, of course, find some jackalberries to have a look at. But that will be a little bit later. We've still got quite a way to go before we get anywhere near that big jackalberry tree. You managing there, Craig? Something happened. Just checking. Craig looked like he had a spanner in his hand and he was tightening something on the camera. Just making sure I don't need to stop. I think we should go straight to Twin Dams. Not Twin Dams, to Treehouse Dam. Let's go and have a look there first, and then we'll check Twin Dams, and then we'll work our way up the Mulwati. That's going to be our plan. Right after I finish that sneeze. Excuse me. Goodness. It's going to be one of those again. Right, I'm going to say goodbye, because Alice has told me to say goodbye, but it's not goodbye for too long. We'll see you shortly.